Greetings, everybody. If you guys are ready for a workout, I'm ready to give it to you. I'm Grandmaster Hunter. Today is grappling and self-defense kind of on top of each other. So I'm going to do a bunch of different stuff. So let's go ahead and bounce and boosh. Get started shaking it. Hopefully you guys are ready for a workout because today is definitely going to be that. All right. Circles. So for this class, you want some sort of pillow. Preferably a couch pillow or cushion. I've got my grappling dummies with me. So we're going to be working a bunch of different things using those. All right, circle in both directions. All right, big arms. Forward. And big arms backwards. Hope everybody's having a good week already. And we can get started with some good old-fashioned martial arts. All right, neck. Circle. All right, rotate your back. Let's do figure eights just to warm up our back a little bit. All right, hips. Circle those things. So kind of one of our first rules of self-defense is to not go to the ground, primarily because it's very easy to get hurt on the ground. But if you're on the ground, that's kind of what this class is all about. Okay? And with the popularity of some of the grappling arts, it's good to know what to do if somebody kind of gets you there. All right, knees. All right, your kneecaps. Ankle. And the other ankle. And stretch those toes down. All right, side of your foot. Stretch it, stretch it. Other foot. All right, just push your hips apart a little bit. Or give me feet apart, hips wide. We're going to stretch on down. Stretch to one foot. Stretch the other foot. And both feet. All right, turn, stretch. And turn, stretch. Gonna lean it over. And lean it over the other way. Very nice. Take a seat. Put one leg on top of the other leg. And stretch it forward. Stretch to one knee. Stretch to the other knee. And switch legs. Stretch to one knee. And stretch the other knee. Good. Push feet together. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I read a bunch of books and did some work. Let's stretch forward. Put your feet in. Bounce it. And happy May the 4th be with you. One leg in, one leg out. Let's stretch it. Leg on top. And stretch it. Switch legs. Leg on top. That's it. And stretch forward. Very nice. All right. Let's go ahead and stretch our fingers. Good. Stretch your thumb and your other thumb. Squeeze those hands together. So today's class, we're going to focus a lot on grappling, almost exclusively on grappling and self-defense. Kind of the way I've had it laid out is we're going to do some grappling drills to kind of start with, or exercises if you want to consider those, kind of solo stuff. And then from there, we'll be doing some positions and strikes, and then some kicks, and just the whole how to get up, all those kinds of things. Okay, so lots of stuff that we're covering today. And it's going to be, as I said, a pretty good workout. Speaking of which, we're going to jump into our Tabata. Today, we got a couple of different techniques. Tried to kind of keep it out of grappling, but it's hard to. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to do jump switches. So you're just going to touch, jump, switch. Okay, you get the idea. Jump, switch. Okay, second one is kind of a new one. You're going to do a push-up. So you're just going to do a push-up, low push-up, leg under. So you're doing low push-ups, leg underneath. That's going to be a struggle for me. Next one, crunchy frogs. So you're going to start with big X, your knees, frog. Okay. And then we're going to do, again, push-up position, only you're going to hop. Okay. So you're just going to hop, slight arm bend in your hop. It's all plank all the time. Good old challenge. Okay. So we're going to get started. Just grabbing my timer here. And let's get started in 10 seconds. With jump switches. Cool, let's go. So jump switch squat is like what I like to do. Okay, put my front hand on my leg, back hand touch the ground. Try to bend those knees, butt out, head up. You can go nice and slow. You can do the stepping version of these if your body's bothering you. Okay. But I like to do the jump version. More than halfway done on this first exercise. There we go. Next one, we're push up. We're doing low push up, leg underneath. Okay, so kind of a split drill. As I said, it's going to be a struggle for me. Mostly because of my shoulder, but we'll see what we can get. All right. So it's push up, come up, leg under. Halfway done. up in break dance. Don't want that. Good stuff. Okay. Next up, crunch frog. This is all mid-core. This is what a crunch frog is. Okay. If you want, you can slide along the ground if you need to. Halfway done. Good job. So I'm going to change my mind. Instead of doing plank hops, which are a lot of shoulder, we're going to do Heisman's. Just going to bring you up. Okay. Good, again, core, but also working our legs a little bit. Hip flexors. Okay. Yep. You want your arm Heisman Trophy style, you can do that too. Decided plank and hops, all shoulder all the time. And I think we've got enough shoulder activity already in these. Good job. Next thing we got, jump switch. Okay. Again, just a minute of it. So we're gonna start in that in 10 seconds. So it's a fighting stance. Boom. Except you're doing a jump switch. Okay. More than halfway done. Come on, keep going. Good job. All right. Next we got push up. Low push up, leg underneath. Oop. Break dance. Take a break if you need to. Good work. Next, we got crunchy frogs. This is a tough Tabata. Lots of work in it. Halfway done. Good work. So we're gonna add a 1, 2, 3 into our Heisman. We had a 1, 2, 3 Heisman. So we're just gonna add a step, 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 boom, step, step, step. Okay. Here we go. For me, this is really the cool down one. You know, I feel it in my glutes as I work, trying to get my breath back, get my heart rate under control, get the movement. Good work. Okay, that's our Tabata for today. Again, don't be afraid to work hard in those drills. All right. So, gonna stop the clock, get a drink of water. Again, you want to, as I said, get a pillow, get something you can work on. You can ignore that timer. It's just, oh, I did set a timer for that one. All right. So again, we're going to be working grappling drills to start, similar to the Tabatas we work, but in this case, we're really going to focus on something for about a minute. You don't need to rush through them. But again, these are drills, and yeah, you get it. Okay, so we're going to get into a closed guard position. So we're just going to start closed guard. We're going to do Kimura sit-ups or Kimura ups. So what that means is I'm going to come up, grab, lock, turn, lay back. Okay? And again, we're going to alternate sides. We're just going to do them for a minute. But again, it's not a speed drill. It's about the cleanness of the technique. So again, don't worry about rushing through these things. It's really about getting clean reps, not fast reps, right? So let's go ahead and get big started. Okay, here we go. Up, wrap, grab, turn, push. Not worried about the legs because you don't have anybody to push off of. Okay, so going up on the other side. Wrap, turn. Good. You gotta lay back. Okay, grab, up, wrap, turn. Back, grab, up, wrap, turn. Grab, wrap, turn. Grab, wrap, grab your wrist, turn. Last one. Here we go. So we're gonna grab, lock, turn. As I said, lots of core today. All right. So the next one we're gonna do a sit-out drill, which means you're gonna basically be in downward dog or bear crawl, doesn't matter. You're gonna send your leg forward. Okay. We're gonna get started. And might not now. Yep. So we're just here. Boom. Just gonna sit out. Just like that. Okay. And we're gonna do it on the other side. You want your butt even to your hand that remains on the ground if you can get away with it, all right? Good job. All right. Breathe through that one. Next, we're going to do side bridges. Okay. Kind of the key on this one is the hand that's up is the hand that's going to touch the ground on that side. So if you work your bridge here, feet in, you get side bridge up, touch. Side bridge up on the other side, touch. Okay. If you notice, I'll show you. As I come up, nothing's on the ground but my hands, my arm, and my one foot. Okay. So we're doing side bridges side to side and touching on each one. Okay. So hand touch is kind of the goal. Okay. Trying to make sure we get lots of breaks in here because it's continuous exercise. All right, here we go. And begin. Good work. A couple of variants in there for me. One's where I stayed on the ground with shoulders. One's when I came up on the arm. And the last that was both feet on the ground the whole time. All right. So that was side bridge. Don't worry if you're bored with those. We're going to go side bridge to belly. Okay. What that means is, again, I'm going to side bridge up and just go to belly. Okay. And then side bridge up, go belly. Okay. So it's going to end up on belly. Try and get your hips up as high as you can. And we'll get started right about now. All right. So side bridge up. I need to get a little higher on my shoulders when I'm doing it. You want to end up in a low plank at the end. Always good. Side bridge to belly. Woo. Gonna take a breather there. Get a drink of water if you want. Coming right back to some core. So what we're gonna do is kind of feel like a back fall, but you're just doing hips into the air. We're not doing rotation or anything crazy after that, but just hips straight up. Okay, it's a hip up drill. Again, take a minute, get a breather. So I think in my side bridge, I was doing a little bit more of a bump drill, which we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, side bridge is really up in the bridge. One leg comes over. You're kind of taking it over that way. All right. All right. So this one, as I said, kind of similar like to a back fall. You're going to basically arms can be on the ground for this, but you're going to just go hip straight up in the air. Okay, just like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and begin. So just hip ups. Good job. A lot of core on that. Mid core, low core, kind of working it. All right. So we're going to basically do the same drill, only now we're going to put our legs into figure four and basically do a triangle. Okay. So when we're up, we're going to be doing a triangle. Okay. That's the mission. Again, we'll take a brief break here. Make sure everybody's got their lungs back. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So it's up, triangle, up, triangle. And that's that. Okay. So that was hip up triangle, right? So next one we're going to do is the hip bump. Similar to side bridge, only I got to go here, here, bump. Okay. Back on my back, to the other side, bump. So there's no hip up part. It's really you're in closed guard, and you're going to bump them off after you do your Kimura lock or tent. Okay. So that's what we're working. Let's just go right to it. Okay. So arm down. Throw that hip forward when you get up. Doing a pelvic thrust. Push. Good job. All right. So hip bump. Take a quick 30-second break. Breathe through it. What we're going to do next, we're going to do shrimp, but we're going to do them in a circle. Okay. So make sure you get enough room for your body to do it in a circle. We're basically doing circle shrimp. And let's go ahead and get started. It's feeling more like circle beach whale. Good job. I don't know about you. I'm getting to the point where I'm so tired that those exercises are tough. And last one, pretty straightforward. We're going to be in somebody's guard. So then you're just going to be on all fours here. You're just going to do up and step back. End up hips open and bring your other leg to you. Like you're stepping out of somebody's guard backwards. Okay. Ready, set. Here we go. So just step back, bring your other leg like that. And here, step back, bring your other leg to you. We got a few more left, so put it into them. Get some speed in there. Good job. Whew. And that ends kind of our grappling, and I won't say warm-up's really the wrong term, workout. Just try and work some technique or moves or just drills in grappling, right? So, moving onward. Lets me, there it is. So the next thing we're going to work is grappling strikes. So strikes within grappling, and we're going to do a little bit of position work too, but primarily strikes and grappling. So this we're having a pillow or a dummy or your bag or whatever works for you to be around and working on those, right? So first thing we're going to work is we're going to be in side control, and I'll work this on my soft one. Heads on this one. Okay. You're going to be inside. So underneath side, you're going to do, let me turn around so you can see. I'm going to do slip on knee on belly, come up. Okay. Go straight back to the side, knee on belly. Okay. So this is front reverse from side to knee on belly to front reverse, all right? You're going to do 10 times on one side, 10 times on the other side. I'll roll my dude around so he's facing front. And let's get started. So, main thing here, let's get your knee on belly, come up, 2 punches, come back down again. Okay. That's 4 for me. I'm not going fast, just being consistent. 8, 9, 10. All right. Switching sides. Going right away. Turn my dude a little bit. There we go. Four for me. And that was 10 for me. Okay. So again, that was side, knee on belly, front reverse. Okay. Front reverse. Okay. So now we're gonna work a reverse drill. Okay. We're gonna start knee on belly. We're gonna go to side, and this time we're gonna do arm overhead and go to knee to head. Okay. So again, I'm gonna start knee on belly. Boom. I'm gonna slide down into side. Throw that knee. Okay. Just like that. Again, 10 on the side. Not working for speed. Just kind of working to work. All right, so here we are. Set slide. 1, 2, kind of work my various distances where I'm getting lower and lower, getting right down on them. So I work all the hard knees as well as easy. This is number 5 for me on this side. And my elbow. Last one for me on this side. Switching right away. Whew. That was number 4 for me. Ooh, that was neat. 6. That's 1 for me on the side. Good. So now we're going to go to close guard bottom. Easy enough to just put a pillow in the middle of your body. And so we're going to go right away because I don't want to run out of time today. So just going to put that pillow in the middle of your guard, which just like that. You're going to pull a leg out, hook kick. Okay. We're just doing 10 on the side, 20 total. Very quick drill, okay? Walk them up if you feel like it. Keep them down in the kidneys. Easy drill, right? Now, go from close guard to slide foot away. Close guard, slide foot out. Close guard. Just working 5 on the side. So again, close guard, slide. All right. Not worried about punches in the face or any of that kind of stuff from close bottom. Now we're going to close top. So in this case, just going to put the pad between your knees. And you're going to sit enclosed. Good balance. He's doing groin strikes. These are strikes near your groin as well as in their groin. Just doing 10 total. So. And now we're going to go from what we're trying to get out of close. So I got a hand on my hip, hand on the chest, and then we're just going to pump one. Okay. And then switch hands, pump one. And switch hands, pump one. Switch hands, pump one. Switch hands, pump one. Good. That was 5 total of those. Okay. So again, all I'm doing is I'm giving them what they expect, which is I'm trying to hold them out. I'm trying to hold their hip out, and then I'm just changing the rule. Okay. Just punching it in the groin. Obviously, completely illegal in competition, but we're not worried about those. Okay. Absolutely not worried about those. So next thing we're going to do, pretty straightforward drill. We're just going to do a get up drill. Again, we're going to start sideways to the person. We're just going to use them. Stand up. That's it. Okay. We're just doing 5 on a side. Okay. That was 1. Stand up. 2. Using their face and their groin. Stand up. 3. Okay. Now we're going to kick back a little bit for 4 and 5. So here I'm going to stand up, out. 4. And 5. Now I'm just switching hands. Doing 5 on the other side. Going right away. Okay, so down. Getting up. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. Again, using their face and their groin. And kicking back 5. Okay. So try and get some kickbacks on those. Getting the 5 on a side total. All right. Now we're going to add the extra bonus, which is we're going to get up. We're going to pull us back. We're going to drop a knee. Okay. So starting right away. So we're in get up drill. We're both knees on the ground, both hands on the ground. I start getting up. I get to my feet. They pull down. I'm going to move my hand and drop a knee. All right. That's 1. Down. Get up. Drop a knee. 2. 3. Now this time I'm going to kick back, and as they pull me in, I'm going to lose my balance. Going to see what's happening. Okay, so I kick back, lose my balance, okay, knee him in the head. Okay, that's 4. Kick back, and 5. Okay, switching sides right away. Get a drill with a knee drop. All right. So again, getting up. 1. Getting up. 2. Getting up. 3. Getting up. 4. Oh, meant to kick back. Sorry. Getting up. Kick back. 4. And we just give them everything now. Okay. We're going to get up, kick back, and 5. That's groin and head simultaneously. Woo, woo. Okay. All right. Going to mount top. So we're just sitting on our pillow. Pillow's got a little bit out in front of me. So in this case, we're going to be in high mount. So right up by the shoulders. Boom. Okay. I'm going to be in lower mount just because this bag's a little thicker right there. Okay. So what we're going to do is just some drop elbows. Okay. So in this case, I'm just going to come down, hand touches the ground. Mostly just keep myself from face planting on my bag. 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Here we go. On the right away on the other side. Here we go. There you go. That's mount. Drop elbows. If you want to go for finger in the eye, elbow on the head. All you after that. Okay. So we're gonna now switch over to mount bottom. Okay. So somebody's got me. In this case, I want the pad just laying on top of me. Okay. Just laying on top of me. And now they're not going to be there. They're going to have their head up a little bit, but that's okay. What we're going to do now is just twist hooks. Okay. So you're just twist hooking boom, into their kidneys. Twist hook. Okay. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So that's twist hooks. That was mount bottom. Okay. So they're working our strikes from being on mount bottom. Okay. So from mount bottom to taking their back. So I got their back. Boom. In this case, I'm just going to give my bag a hug so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm just going to take my leg out. Groin. Okay. So this is front hook to the groin, front hook to the core. Either one will work fine. Luckily, the face is away from us, so we can get away with all kinds of, not worried about them throwing up on us. So I'm just giving my bag a hug to hold on to it. And I'm just going to so there you go. That's got back. I'm just doing front hooks. Again, right and left side. Okay. Now, you're in back. It's going to be hard to simulate, but in this case, I'm going to turn my pad sideways so I have a little bit more of a person behind me. I'm just going to lay back on them. Boom. Now, inevitably, they probably have a seatbelt on one side, and this arm's free. Okay, so I'll just do it on this arm. So I'm just going to pull arm back. I'm just going to throw that elbow shot right to their kidneys. Keep the pad underneath me if I can. Okay, and now I'm going to switch sides. Let's see what it looks like. It looks like I'm on some sort of weird torture device. All right, so back likes to move away. All right, so that's all well and good if I have my arms free. Now I'm worrying about the choke, but of course I have to worry about the choke. So we're going to start here again. I'm going to have both hands on my throat. Okay, this arm's in the seatbelt. This hand's really the key hand, but I'm just going to clamp. Okay, arm in, like I'm going to touch my knee, grab an elbow. Okay, so I'll turn a little bit so you can see. So I'm in here, got everything in the middle. I'm just going to drop this to my knee, pull my elbow back. Okay, throwing a shot. Okay, just going to get a few of those. Here we go. Hands in the middle. If you're doing a preacher, okay, but you're trying to guard against that choke. And this, okay, that one forward, side. All right, now I'm doing it on the other side. Arms in. Pad keeps getting away from me. Get the idea, okay? So there you go. In back strikes, okay? In back. So you're in somebody's back hold, and you still can do stuff. And you don't want to reach behind your head, whoosh, okay? Because that's going to get you into all kinds of shoulder and neck issues. But instead, I'm nice, clamped in tight, okay? And you know, I can be working my escape, but at the same time, bam, okay, bam. Be throwing my elbows, okay? Trying to hold the choke, okay? Bam. Depends on where their head ends up. Okay, you can always just boom right down into the Charlie horse. Boom. Charlie horse. Okay, so that was our strikes. Let's move on. Take a second, get a drink of water. We're coming back, I believe, to kicks. Okay, on the ground. All right. So, I want to say we're in the home stretch, but you know. So some of these you'll be able to do, some won't. Depends on flexibility and things like that. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to start in a kneeling position. Okay, kneel. I'm not going to kneel super low or anything like that or anything crazy. Okay, just in standard kneeling. Okay. Now you have a couple choices on hands. Okay, most of us don't bother with any hands and throw the front kick. Okay, so kneeling front kick start. Okay, so you come up, you see that person coming in, pow, front kick. Okay. So we're just going to do 5 on one side, 5 on the other, kneeling front kick. Here we go. Ready? 1, and you put it down after you're done. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, going on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to do roundhouse. Okay. So key on this one, you're going to put one hand down, come around, okay? Roundhouse. Okay. You spin a little bit on your knee, but that makes it all worthwhile. Okay. So here we go. Hand down, and 1, 2. A favor of Mr. McKenzie. 3, 4, and 5. All right, switching right away. Here we go. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now, next drill, pretty simple, like the front kick, only we're going knee up the middle. So turn a little bit for the example. In this case, I'm going to be in a split stance or fighting stance. I'm going to be pretty high to begin with. I'm going to get ready to throw. Knee up the middle. Okay. This helps when you got a hold of them and you throw them, bam, right up the middle. Okay. So we're going to do 5 on a side. Again, open it up if you can. All right. Here we go. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. You can always be holding your pad during this. I'm just doing air drills to make sure everybody can kind of see what I'm doing. All right. Here we go. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now I should have given you a cautionary note. Don't drag your feet on the ground, especially if you're on carpet. You'll sand your toes off. Okay. So be careful about that. Okay. Next one we're doing. Where's the front knee? There's a roundhouse knee. Okay. And it sets up much like the roundhouse kick. Only this time they're coming in much closer to you. Roundhouse knees to the head. Kind of ends the grappling match before it even starts. All right. So here we go. We're going to start down, hand down, hand down. Knee. If you want, you can feed it. Knee. 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 And knee. Going right away. Knee. You feed it. Knee. That means grab the back of their head. Okay. Good. Okay. Now, last drill we're doing in kicks. Make sure again we're not out of time. Good. A few minutes. Is the fall back hook. Okay. So in this case, I'm gonna set my feet to fall back. So one's up, one's down. Boom. I'm gonna fall back. Hook. Okay. Okay. Fall back hook. Okay. So just to save time, why don't we get a couple fallbacks and hooks, and then we'll do them all. Okay, so here we go. So my feet are square. I'm going to fall back. Hook. And now I'm falling back into ground fighting and not skipping any steps there. Okay, here we go. Up, down, hook. Fall back hook. This is especially effective if you're smaller and like, oh, don't hurt me. You're just falling back. Throw that hook. You can also throw a roundhouse knee if you want. Depends on how close they are to you. Okay, and here we go. Last one of these. We're going to fall back. And then hook. Okay, going right away on the other side. So I'm set for falling back. I'm going to fall back. Boom. Hook. You can also do roundhouse. Okay, and fall back. Hook. Fall back. And hook. And last one. Okay. Fall back and hook. Okay. So fall back, hook. Okay. So there's a couple of kicks you can do from ground fighting. Specifically when people are closing into your range. And yeah, always good to practice various things. Okay, hard to do on a partner because most people don't like getting hooked in the head when you're grappling. Right? It's low on the list. All right, moving onward. Let's talk a little bit about grappling and weapon strategies. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a couple weapons here. So we're not going to allow it working a lot just because you need a partner for this. But strategy 1 with a knife is keep it on your body and controlled on your body. So you clamp it with both hands on your body. Okay? With their hand somewhere in the middle, that's perfectly okay. Just making a sandwich between your body and their hand and then the knife in your body. Okay? Yes, they can move it around, but they won't be able to pull it off. Usually the person on top is going to have all the power and weight. Okay? So if they're trying to press it down into you, or slice you or anything like that, you just want to clamp that thing to your body. Okay? really almost anywhere to your body as long as it's not in your body. Okay? So that's kind of a nice strategy where you're trying to clamp it to you. Okay? Nice strategy number 2, self-defense wise, if you're grappling and you don't have control of the knife, make sure you're protecting your carotids. Okay? Carotids. Okay? And watch out for those thrusts up the middle or up through the middle. Okay? So that's kind of a nice strategy. Short stick. Now I've got to change over to where I have a short stick or whatever, a club or whatever I've got in my hand. Okay? A magazine. So my goal is I'm going to get them into guard, pop them on the back of the head. So that's that ridge hand strike, bam, to the back of the head, trying to promote unconsciousness. I can also grab around the head, drive a thrust right up through their throat to push them back away. I'm not trying to smash it. I'm trying to get them off of me. Okay? So that's where, it's a hard object right up through the middle will work pretty well. And the third one from guard is you're going to pull them down into you, and you're going to drive this into their kidney. Okay? You're going to basically turn them over in that, and you're going to end up in mount or in their guard, okay, which is great if you got a stick. Okay, so again, that's kind of short stick strategies. Is stick it someplace that doesn't hurt. It's going to hurt a lot, like kidneys, throat, back of the head for a shot, okay, and work from there. As it turns out, you can put it on anything. So if you're in their guard, okay, you can obviously flip it over and put it in their sternum. Okay, you can put it behind their head and push their head back. You can roll it up their ribs. Okay, it's nothing quite like that. Hard objects and body don't mix. Okay, so again, that's kind of short stick strategies. Okay, let's go to stick strategies. Okay, now unlike a short stick, I can generate lots of force coming towards me. Okay, and that's not all that Hapikdo drills we work, all those hits. Now, obviously, when you're practicing, you got a bag nearby. I got a bag right here. Okay, you got to be super careful about not hitting yourself. Okay, so I can work my drills where I'm coming into my bag. Okay, controlling their head, got the back. Okay, hitting punyo strikes work great. Okay. Same thing with a short stick. You can work your punyo strikes. Okay. Now, if I'm in reverse, so in this case, I got my back. Okay. And I'm going to go to my laser position. Okay. That's where punyo strikes here will work fine. You can hit back over your head easily. Okay. Anytime you do that drill around your head, you're actually hitting the thing right behind you, which is them. Okay. So you got a lot of strategy you can use. Okay. And that's back. Okay. Mount, even easier. Striking down in mount's pretty easy. Okay. And being in mount, if I got a stick, they're going to try to isolate that stick. Okay, so they're going to try to get that to that ground. I want to then, because all the hands are going to be over there, bridge that way. Okay? Bridge away from the stick to make them change up their hands. Okay? And then again, I'm going to do the pops that I can get away with. And that's stick strategy from grappling, okay, or in grappling. Okay? Last one's phone strategy. Okay? Now, I know everybody's got an iPhone or expensive Google device or an Android device. Phone generally is just a piece of pretty strong metal and some plastic. So the key on this one is I'm going to strike with it into the kidneys, into the throat if they're coming in towards me. I can put it on the side of their neck and work it. Okay? These work really well because they're sharp edge or small edge devices. Okay, I can strike with it. Okay, now I don't want to break my phone, so I can't dial 911. But I can use my phone, especially in pressure points where I'm pushing a corner of that phone into their neck. Okay? And, the skinny phones work even better because you got a small surface area and lots of force. So, again, self-defense and grappling, use whatever weapon you got in your hand. It happens to be your phone. Bam! Okay? Hit them with your phone. Okay? And maybe get a selfie of it. Okay? But that's a joke. Okay? Some of the tender points is, again, throat, right under the nose. You can go driving it into their corner of your phone into their eye. Okay, kidney, boom. Okay, sternum, boom. Groin, that works fine. Any big muscle group, so your thighs, you can go and Charlie horse that with the phone all day long. Now, perhaps when we get out of this quarantine, I'll bring a couple of my old phones in and we can do some strikes on some pads with our old phone. Okay, you'll see how strong aluminum, titanium, and those kinds of metals are when it comes to strikes and things. Okay, now. Last thing I kind of want to cover. Whew. Told you it was all self-defense, but from a grappling perspective. Okay. Is some of the get-up drills, and make sure I'm not out of time. Oh, okay. It's going to take a minute and talk about get-up drills. Okay. So, get-up drills. Kind of the one we like to do is called the face hugger. That's putting your hand in their eye, across their face. You may get bitten. That's okay. Get some DNA then. In this case, you're just going to push on their face and get up using their face. And that's kind of the face hugger. Okay. We did the knee drop. Okay. If you're belly down, so your belly down like this, you're going to get into what we call a preacher. So that's hands together, bring your knees in. Okay. Working up. This is the turtle in jiu-jitsu, but depending on where they go, you can throw elbows now. Okay. You can walk a knee out and start smashing stuff. So that's belly down. Okay. Belly up. It's his mount. Okay. Belly up is his mount. You got to guard your stuff and things like that. Okay. And lastly, if you're against a wall, be careful about which way you turn, because if I turn face out, they can strike me face out. If I turn face in, they can strike me in the back. So I want to be watching those knees coming out and paying attention to the strikes coming back in. Okay. So that's kind of the get-up drills. And I don't mean to rush here at the end, but I want to just talk briefly about multiple opponents. Okay. So, helps if I'm on the right slide. All right. Multiple opponents. Okay. And we're not going to drill these, just going to talk briefly about it. Okay? So kind of strategy one, you have to determine intent. So if their intent is to kidnap you, take you away, whatever, grapple you, whatever it is, okay, I generally pull one down with me, okay, and I figure for part of it, and I grab with the other part. And this is the basic kidnapping drill, anti-kidnapping drill we teach the kids. So again, I figure for their legs, grab their other leg, and I'm just going to hold them down, pull them down onto me, give them a big old hug, okay? Because then it's now two people they have to move. Okay? And I've been successful in that drill for, I guess, 5 against 1 or 4 against 1 people my size. So if you pull one down, maybe I grab this third one. So it's, the second one. So now it's 3 against 2. Really hard to get you moving. Okay? Next, if they are intent on killing you or damaging you, you got to protect your brain. So that's when you get to these doubles, in which I'm covering up my brainstem, elbows are in, kind of tucking, get into a turtle. You can have some ribs potentially broken. But again, I don't want to pull an arm down and expose the side of my head. So I tend to want to turtle those things up. What I'm talking about here is a true turtle. So here, boom. Okay. Pulling in, down. You can try and get on a side, maybe protect one side. Okay. So that's turtling. And that's generally if you're dealing with multiple opponents that are really trying to hurt you. Okay. Protect your brain. Okay. Next, if you're truly grappling 2-on-1, 3-on-1, as we've done a few times, don't give away a limb. So that's the biggest mistake I make when I grapple is I'll be grappling and whatever, I go to try and take this person, I gave that limb away, and they will arm bar you faster than you can you can tap. So if you start to reach out with your limb, realize their main plan is to isolate your limbs and take one of those things off and get you to tap or tear it off and get you to basically give up at that point. So make sure you're not giving up limbs when you're doing this, okay? So if you're dealing with, again, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, you want to turtle up, you want to make sure you keep your limbs in. I want to then go to what I can get away with. So I can go for eyes, that would be great. If I can go for fast strikes, that would be great. I want to be careful about grabbing people and pulling them in if I'm going to give away a limb, okay? So if they're starting to cordon me off or draw and quarter me, which I've been in this situation 4 against 1, where each one took a limb, took my legs. So you have very little control there unless you can kind of shrimp, pull one into you, and start working some of the eye gouges and things like that. So there you go. Multiple opponent plan. Kind of rushed through it, but I wanted to cover it in self-defense in grappling. Okay? So hope everybody had a good class. I know I did. That was a tough class, lots of core, lots of work on the ground. I know I need to get back to the gym and get back to working with people, because these kind of drills also help when you have people, because you can spend half the time watching the other person go. So if nothing else, you get a little bit more break time. But again, thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you on Wednesday for another class, right?